Hello guys, welcome to the Thursday forecast. So let's take a look at the euro and the US dollar. What I was seeing in the prior price action, so we had this really nice impulse right here, and then price started to ascend. So for me this started to form an ascending structure, and I'm currently looking for a reversal trade. So I would not be looking to enter right here. So right at this point, maybe some people were seeing this as trending to the upside, and maybe they were looking for a break and retest trade. But for me personally, this was not enough of a push. There was a wick, so I didn't want to enter a long trade. What I'm searching for, as I said, a reversal from here, because for me personally, this is starting to form an ascending. You can see the bearish candles in the formation, and you can just see that right here price has been slowing down to the upside. So what I will also be looking for is more of an ascending, and then also look for a reversal. If we do get a descending at this point, I would then expect to see more ranging price action, since usually when we get an ascending into a descending, it signals further ranging price action. Also, I will be seeing if we get a nice impulse up, I will look for a trade. On the euro pairs, it's a common pattern. We get an ascending and then we get an impulse in the same direction. And that's about it, what I can forecast at this point. The overall price action is not looking that clean, I have to say. Especially the prior price action, it was full of wicks and ranges. Then, as I said, we did start to get some momentum, but now it's starting to lose that momentum and form an ascending. So let's see what will happen next. So for the euro and the Japanese yen, this one is just looking range bound. As I said, I didn't enter this short trade. Then we got a push to the upside, got double wicks, retraced, so got a V reversal right here. Of course, I stayed out of this one. Also because we got the V and the double wicks. Then we broke the high, retraced, broke the high, retraced, broke the low, retraced, broke the high, retraced, and now broke the low, retraced. So this, to me, this price action is signaling a larger range. Since we are breaking the lows retracing, breaking the highs retracing, I am expecting to see something like this. So what I will be looking for, I want to see a nice clean ascending structure, something like this. I would then look for a reversal or a nice clean descending structure, look for a reversal to the upside, or I would look for a large impulse up and then a flag to go long, or I would look for a large impulse down and a flag to go short, or I would like to see a trend start, so something like this, or a trend to the upside, something like this. So yeah, that is it for the euro and the Japanese yen. Currently, I don't like this. This is looking range bound. This is not clean price action. And also on the larger scale, we are seeing a descending channel going into an ascending channel, which is signaling also further ranging price actions. So I'm definitely sitting on my hands and waiting for some cleaner opportunities. The Aussie and the US dollar also range bound. So we are seeing a descending going into an ascending, signaling further ranging price action. Of course, there was an opportunity to enter right about here to go short. So I was seeing this push down. Then we got these two candles, and maybe some people placed a pending short order right here, but for me this was not enough of a push. I wanted to see a bigger impulse, and I didn't want to see these double wicks. So this was definitely not enough of a push for me to look for a short trade. They would be tagged in with this candle, and then the price shot down and then reversed to the upside. So this would be actually a losing trade, and it is good that I stayed out. So According to my plan, this was definitely not enough, and it didn't work out, so happy I stayed out. Also then, so we broke the high, retraced, left double wicks, huge double wicks, broke the low, retraced, broke the low, retraced, left the wick. This is also signaling a range. Not looking good. Indecision, wicks to the upside, wicks to the downside, and just signaling a range. So now let's take a look at the Aussie and the Japanese yen. What this one has been doing, so there was an opportunity to enter right here. One more candle. At this point I was seeing a nice clean ascending structure. So this was definitely on my radar. I was seeing a nice clean ascending structure, and then we reversed to the downside. We got some nice momentum. It ended with a huge wick. So at this point I wanted to see a range, and then I wanted to see a nice flag trade. I would take this formation because I would like to see a wider range because of the huge wick. But what we actually got, we got an aggressive retrace right here. And I know when we get a huge wick and an aggressive retrace, it usually just reverses. So especially on the Japanese pairs, common pattern is that this usually reverses, this aggressive retrace and the huge wick. So I definitely didn't want to get in on this flag. This would be the entry point for the flag. This was looking like a V. And when I see a V, I want to stay out because it signals volatility and doesn't signal any direction. Currently we are stuck between the low and the high. I am expecting a larger range, something like this. Then we need to take a look at those liquidity zones below and above. We need to see what happens. So does the price just break and retrace into them, or does the price give us some nice conviction, and then we can look for trades. But we need to see that nice push out of the liquidity areas. Also, what I will be looking for is an ascending into the upper liquidity area and then a reversal down, high probability setup, or a descending structure into the lower liquidity area, reversal to the upside, long trade, also very, very high probability, or a large push up. I would like to see that. Or I would like to see a nice large push down, which would then actually signal to me a trend to the downside, since we would have a push, a pullback, and then a continuation. And for me, two impulses signal a trend. So that would be a trend to a downside coming from an ascending structure. So for me, high probability setup. If I get a large push down, if I get a flag, very, very high probability, and I'm definitely taking it. So that's it. Currently the market is range bound, not showing me any direction. Looks like it's pausing a bit after it made some nice moves the last week and the beginning of this week. But let's see what will happen. We have bank holidays and stuff, so let's see if we can get some moves, get some pushes after the bank holiday. And yeah, that is it for the forecast, and I will see you guys tomorrow.